Bro, what I call this? What did I call it? Fuck. I don't know my own setup very well. I know some parts of it more mechanical and like components, but not soft. I'm not good at software yet. And it's stressful for me. I'm 26 now. I feel like you lose the flexibility. Well, I feel like maybe at 25, 24, or 26, I don't know, it probably takes a while. It is harder for me to learn brand new subjects now, especially because of how I learn. It's kind of like immersion by following your nose, right? And like, it, for the most part, it's led me through physics, and it's made me love physics. You know what I mean? Anyone who really has talked to me for 5 sentences knows that I love physics and school and learning and teaching, and probably give you advice in the first 5, sentences. And that's why I'm saying this. I don't see any good answers out there. And I have a notebook with answers. I want to be president. I'll be 38 if we have to wait for the 35 rule, which is cool. If I became president, I would. I literally just changed my mind. I'd get rid of the age limit, and I would literally just encourage the the country to elect a baby to the office of President of the United States of America. You know what I mean? Don't elect a baby. Elect anyone, right? Don't limit it. If there's an 80-year-old that's dope, put him on there. Don't put a limit there. If there's a 20-year-old genius, put him there. Dude, he'll be 28 when he's done. Think about what he can do if he's 28 and he's been the president of the United States for 8 years. That's the sickest experience possible. He's in his prime, or her prime, right? Don't limit it. So if it's law or precedent, I think that matters, because like precedent isn't law, right? People set precedents in their. A precedent is set at some point because of some decision made in some time in some context. All of those things change except the precedent, and we still stick to it, some for more than 500 years. And so we kill people and we lock people up for their entire lives, and for 20 years and 15 years and 10 years and 30 years and shit. And how many of them are bad with a capital B? Like, honestly, and policemen and women and people everywhere, like, honestly, how many people serving life in prison who are like 15 years in and leading fucking change your life shit, doing TED Talks and shit, that dude can't get out. Bro, let him the fuck out. Why not? What, like, yeah, I think he did some shit 20 years ago. Right? Just let him out. Why? Anyone like that. Weed, legal, everyone out. We'll try to help you I'm not saying figure out that later. I'm saying the solution is in here. I already know what it is. It's like 3D printing of communities, of community living area, like every 3D construction by like, so there's this, I'll do a plug for, I had this idea independently, but Apis Core or something, a Russian company, had a, like I saw it operate probably a few weeks after I had it independently, so that's why I looked into it. I was like, oh, the fucking bastards, they stole my idea. No, dude, they had a dope product and had printed homes, like, when I saw it. So, anyway, was it Apis Corpse? Or Apes? Yes, Apis. I'm pretty sure it's Apis. Core. C-O-R. Maybe. I don't know. Look it up. Google's a great tool. It's helpful. I digress. I want to be president. I have a plan. I'm a good guy. And I'm a good guy. And I want to help. And I'll do it when I'm 38. Or I'll do it, like, next time. Or I'll try to get some other public office, whatever is, like, reasonable and allowable and all the necessary stuff. Like, get that and prove myself. I think that's definitely, it's 100% necessary, actually. Yeah, I should not try to be the president if I haven't done that. If I get elected, so, like, I was gonna say for at least 4 years, but, like, if I get elected, I'll be doing it for a while, and I'll have to fucking stick my nose in it and learn it. And I think that's enough. Like, I'll learn enough then to be president, because I will, if I become president, surround myself with, every cabinet position would have so we gotta break the party system up somehow. And the thing I'm thinking of essentially just breaks it into 4. But that's way better. Like, competition between 4 is so much better than competition between 2. Just think about it, okay? And then also think about the fact that the United States of America operates like a company. All governments do. You pay them to run your country, so you can, like, go and get groceries safely and whatever you want to do, especially in America. Like, not for all people, though. That has to change. I want to help. I should say, like, realistic things. Okay, so weed legal. I would take all limits off. Okay, so, like, something like all limits off all elected positions, and if someone elects if a clown is elected again, and if there is a party, like an associated party, a known associated party, they'll be banned from the next election. And then, like, not, unless they cheat, then cheating, lying, dishonesty, see that, I can't say that, because there are certainly secrets of every country which, in the wrong mouths, would get people killed. Absolutely, 100%. So lies have to be told to save lives. And that is definitely something to live by, right? Lying to save a life. Absolutely, like, easy call. I was talking to my friend Dan, who I think he is I think, a big part of why I think the way I do. Because, like, we grew up dueling minds. Like, it just got fucking so sharp. And we seem to be really sharp. And if Dan, if you hear this, I want to do a podcast with you. Like us host it and have people on. Because I think we would fucking nail it. And I think that we could both, this is what I want to do. You have to do what you want to do. Do it. It's like a cordial invitation and a huge, it's like a risk. I don't think it's that huge, but it is a significant risk. Don't I? Not until like you have a laptop, maybe. Anyway, that would be good. He's really smart. He made the argument about. No, I don't know. Was it St. Thomas Aquinas wrote a book, which wasn't very well known, but it was about a dude essentially who wouldn't talk against his religion to like save other people. What's the point? Why? What would Jesus do? Are you fucking kidding me? He'd denounce himself. Psh. Those are stories. I think Jesus was probably a real person. I don't think he was divine. I think he was a genius. And he saw the way to world peace. And he saw how people were bad. Remember, how old was he that the town, the fucking town geniuses invited him into their cave, whatever it was, and he blew him away for hours. Was he like 6 or 12 or something? And then you don't see him till he's 18, and does he have followers, or he's already some like famous guy? He was a genius, and he was good. He was a good genius, and he fucking changed the world. And then they built a religion around it. And they started killing people over it. And they were killing a lot of Muslims, Arabs. There were no Muslims. Sorry about that. They were killing, I guess Arabs, and I'm sorry, but I don't know like the other names, but people in the Middle East and North and, you know what I mean? It was a line that they were trying to just expand everywhere. So they killed a lot of these people, and then probably another genius came around, Muhammad, right? Another genius who intends good for his people because they are being slaughtered, right? So he says, fight, 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 and fight the most in your heart, essentially. It's like a fucking football cheer song almost, and it should be kind of, and it's now akin to terrorism for people. And let's talk about terrorism, because it's a thing and it's not ever what we call it. It's about intent, right? Are they intending to cause terror, or have they lost everything, and so it's a perfectly reasonable idea to strap a bomb to themselves and blow up a bunch of people who essentially they put it on. Like, that's humanity. We put shit on people that don't deserve it, and we punish them for it. We fuck with their lives, and it's just back and forth, and it'll be that way until everyone turns the other cheek back to Jesus. I want to be president. I'd like to do it when I'm younger rather than older because of the experience, right? And I want to do, if I have to wait till I'm 38, I'm going to do physics the rest of my life, and you can all fuck off if I'm president twice. But if I can be president before that, after having at least 2 years in an elected position, then I'll do engineering and fix a lot of problems, and do physics and help, hopefully. But in engineering, I'll fix a lot of problems, I think. Like printing you see, I really am planning for the future, because I'm not planning on inventing the technology that can print carbon by carbon, right? I'm thinking of an application for that. One is armor, because carbon is really light and diamond is really strong. And so diamond armor would be a good plate, and then you need a net, which graphene, and who's it? Probably on the outer surface, graphite, and then oh, so what if we could print a diamond with and graphene at different angles, right, and different orientations? Because like, yeah, they're symmetric, I think, so you can just like make a big field of them, a big, like a, what would it be, a tesseract essentially, is what I just envisioned. I was like, it's not, it's more than a field, but it's more than a three-dimensional field, or four, five. So I think that Interstellar, I love that movie. My biggest gripe, 100%, is that the solar panels on that fucking drone, I call bullshit. There is no fucking way that ever will solar panels of that area power a plane of that size and mass. Nuh-uh. It's not going to happen. And it's not going to have a jet engine either. Right? Unless it's got a gas tank, then it's cheating. So, bullshit. You should cut it. The rest of the movie is tight. The black hole is great, but I think it's wrong. I think black holes are probably white holes. I think that the no holes black hole idea is the no hairs black hole idea. It doesn't work that way because of Hawking radiation, it seems to me. So that means the white hole on the other side has this, it's supposed to be symmetric, but it's not because of weirdness, right? So weirdness just like falls identically, but inversely, right? So it's like falling past it, and the way I think about it is like grinding in time, right? And I had another shower breakthrough that was thinking about the fucking, and I haven't been able to crack into this at all, but quantum chromodynamics. 3, why 3? What the hell? No. Maybe that's the actual tangles that causes the gluon fields. Something about, I don't know, those flux lines. No, I don't think so. Like it's a field. It's not a particle. It's like properties may manifest at a point, but it's not at a point. It's just like dispersed over, and it's necessary. It has to be. I'll tell you why. It has to be. Fuck, forgot it. Do that. So I'm a stoner. It's true. I will quit in like preparation for a. No, I'll probably do it at a debate. The first time, if I'm smoking at the time, because I'm not like married to it, so I might quit, and I should. I know that. It's a personal choice, and I'm still pretty smart for it. But I just keep in contact with doctors, keep talking to them, make sure everything's all good, and it is. So it's my plan there, I guess. Actually, this is my plan here. That's like in my head very much, but not the point of this at all. But it's the truth. Like I do want to run for president. I would much rather do physics. I'm trying to put all my ideas out there because they were all in my notebooks. and I haven't heard any better ideas. So I was trying to give them to people and say, step the fuck up and save the world. But they're not, so I'm gonna do it. And fuck you for that, because I want to do physics and figure most things out. Hopefully, so we're stuck right now, and we need new ideas, new ways of thinking about it, and we're stuck in a paradigm for sure, and stuck in many paradigms that are different, and that's why they don't talk well. And I think I had two ideas that I probably put out there that would connect Heisenberg uncertainty to the function of individual like the interplay of the nerve signal with with physics, the universe, because I think the Heisenberg uncertainty is because at the Big Bang, all of those differences, just like if you so entanglement, right? If you take two pool balls, it's this simple. If you take two pool balls and you clack them together and let them fall how they do, they were entangled, and they still continue to be partially entangled once they hit the ground, because they both hit, like, essentially the force was orthogonal to the plane that might affect them, so it was the same. But like if there's they experienced the same thing, essentially different positions but the same thing kind of. But if it hits the table leg, I think that becomes unentangled, but really because it's all really tiny stuff, this entanglement just gets dispersed, almost like a flitter of sparkles is how I think of it. And what if that's the grinding of, like, the way to picture. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not a science, I've taken 5 semesters of physics, so I know general physics, I know calculus 3 pretty damn well, I know calculus 2 not very well, but I know Taylor series, and I can put it together to do Fourier transforms. And I think Fourier transforms are the explanation. We'll find a provable hypothesis for making proofs about neural signals. Proofs. If I'm right about all of this, it'll definitely win a Nobel Prize, and probably 2. That's scary to say, and I feel crazy for it, but I came upon a couple cool ideas, and like we've been meeting in Einstein, and he's my guy, everyone knows it. And I think it's not unwarranted that I talk about him all the time. I'm obsessed with physics. That's what he was. He was obsessed with his universe, and he was trying to figure it out, and it started with a compass. Right? Mine started with my uncle dying of cancer when I was 4. So, like, I'm not saying I'm better. He's Einstein, bro. Come on, relax, you know? Read his work. Read it. It's getting his mind. He just was so particular. So goddamn particular. And so not quite the opposite, but definitely like greater than 170 degrees off Richard Feynman. Richard Feynman is great. Look up some YouTube videos. He was alive, and a lot of people who might watch this time, and hopefully a lot of people who watch this will be as obsessed with him as I am, which is just like a tick under Einstein. Probably, maybe for both of us, but Feynman disagreed, and I think, I don't know if it's relevant when, like, if you, it's probably relevant, essentially the clash. But if we explain it a whole different way with the same math, a lot of things might start to make a lot more sense. And courtesy of Feynman, right? I want to do physics, fuck, dude. And I can't because I have to. I'm trying to band together the fucking leaders of our peers in America, and people are calling, I think people are calling me a rapist, or no, I've been called a creep many times. I've never been called a rapist. I would definitely defend myself. I've probably been creepy. I didn't know it. My dad taught me to not listen to anything from anyone. So it's not just you girls. And I am sorry. I'm working on it. Women. So definitely women. Like when I said girls, I was talking to my peers. I'm talking about women for sure. You have to say that this day and age because, well, we're live, right? And and you're not perfect when you're live, even if you're like genuine and honest. Like you have to like erase and rewrite it the way you meant to say it. So I try my best, and fuck you if you think it's not okay to make a mistake every once in a while and turn right back on it. Don't make that the topic of the debate. That's why I'm going to be the president. Unfortunately, probably in 32 and 36, but hopefully sooner. Let's see what Biden thinks. I mean, I think that he's old and that he would know that I'm young and he could make a good judgment on that. But if it's a law, then don't do that. Definitely let me wait for 38 and then I'll change it. I'll just take it away. It shouldn't be there. Because I was thinking it should be 25 to 65. Straight up. Because what I was saying is old people shouldn't do it. But then I talked to my therapist, brand new therapist tonight. We just met. I thought she knew a lot more of the situation than she did. And I kind of let her have it. And she's brilliant and sharp as a button, but old. And I said, thank God Trump's gone. Oh, I said, like, put me in front of Trump. Who do you think would win the debate? Put me in front of Biden. And she's like, and it was at the end of like an hour, and we were talking like I talk. We were talking over each other, but I think we were both kind of hearing it because we're both smart. She's a genius, probably, and learned, very. And I don't know what else because I haven't looked her up, and I was rude to her, and I think that I was probably belittling of her, not only her status but her capability and her achievements and stuff, and her feats accomplished and all the work she's done. Totally, I'm 26, haven't had a job. I've just thought and wrote, played video games, got pretty good during COVID. But like generally tried to be good. I'm like ranting because there's so much I can say to like support the idea of me running for president. And like I want to add more checks, and I want to, okay, so like United States of America is dope because of democracy upheld by a constitution. That model is dope. Let's redo it. Period. Elon Musk is going to take us to Mars. We have to unite Africa into some sort of united African, like the EU, and then not have to. We need to So here's the thing about make, right? Don't do that. Don't try to make people do stuff. That gets people killed. Try to, like, go there to talk. Go without guns, straight up. But send armies without guns. It's cheaper. That's world peace. You do it beforehand. You do it before the problem causes people to resort to killing people. Then we can deal with the true bad apples, the true evils of our world. And we will make, but we won't give up on them. Right? People can change. Everyone has seen it. No more locking people up for life. I say, improve our jails, get rid of prisons. It's jails and rehab. That's what we're doing. That's the new way. So, yeah, that's if I was president. That there would be. Yo! Who's out there? I'm terribly sorry about that. I do think I'm being followed. I don't think I'm crazy. But hopefully this is turned on. It is. Maybe it heard something. I don't know. There's a viewer. Maybe they heard something. Maybe it's a bad guy. Who fucking knows? Doesn't matter. Fucking don't come get me, please, because I don't want to hurt anyone. And I don't want to get hurt, I'm sure. Absolutely sure that you could kill me if you wanted to. Anyone, as long as you planned well. Please don't. I really want to help. And then I really want to fuck off and do physics, I swear to God. Please don't hurt me. I don't want to hurt you because I don't want to hurt anyone. Is that fair? Please. Everyone, turn the other cheek, please. I don't have to do it if everyone just bees nice. But no one's gonna bees nice because of the media. So they're not press anymore. I don't care if they say they are. They're gone. They caused all of this, and they're gonna not only be gone, but they're gonna pay for it. And we're not gonna lock them up for life, and we are gonna put them in rehab. Hopefully they change. Or not, they will be exiled. And that's what we'll do, we'll exile, and it won't be, we have to figure that out for sure, because we are going to exile, and I don't have a plan for that yet, because that was the open question. Okay, that was stupid what I did with my shoulder here. I tried to put my vein to it to act as a little more of a diaphragm, but I realized that my heart was probably putting a lot more signal in than I'd get out of it. So then I tried to lift it off and just put my ear on it. But I know science, so that's not that big of a deal for me to do that. Politics seemed kind of easy to me because the solutions seem clear. And I think that humans are good for the most part, and that they make mistakes all the time, and we shouldn't fucking kill them for it, and we should try to help them. So we're gonna fucking we're gonna fucking, it's gonna be different. Like, it's gonna be, I'm a gamer and a stoner and a pagan, whatever, agnostic. Who am I to claim what's going on? I don't know, but I am trying my best to figure it out. And so I can be honest that I don't know what the fuck's going on. Because no one does, honestly. But they all think they do. And they're all fucking idiots. So elect me for president in 2028, please. Or I will do it in 2032 and I'll like force it on you, which no one likes. Other than that, I'll keep preparing by doing what I'm doing my way. And I will answer questions. Okay, so 20 questions every day except Monday. Yeah, and I'll get a mod for that. Because I want this to be crowdsourced as much as possible. So probably make like an online forum with votes, just straight up voting online for questions to ask me, and I'll give you an answer and it'll be honest, and I don't know for sure. I could be wrong with anything. I could make the wrong decision everywhere. I will always try to make the right decision. I will always try to avoid bad decisions. I'll try to avoid humanity. I'll try to avoid damage to life over damage to humanity. And I will calculate that because fuck the religions for saying you can't. They're wrong, okay? You can do a lot of good by hurting 50 people, and I am never going to intend to kill anyone with any of my orders and any of my intent, okay? I may say it many times, do as I say, not as I do. I fuck up too, but I'm telling you the perfect way, right? I fuck up all the time. I'm just the messenger. This is the way. The Mandalorian. Good night.